Hey friends, well, it's a lovely day out today. We're down here at the lake again. I wasn't able to stop at the church up there where we normally do videos because they're having church. I didn't want to sit there out in the parking lot bugging them. Oh, isn't this beautiful? Look out here. There's a couple people down there at the boat launch, so I figured we'd walk up here and just kind of take a look. I like to be able to find these little places of peace and quiet and find a way to just be here for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Not thinking about anything else. Just the very moment. I better not get too close. This is not waterproof like my GoPro. But look at that, how clear that water is. Isn't that pretty? Man. It is so good to be able to get here with y'all guys. I hope that you're doing well. I can't see your comments right now because of the glare. Hey Pat, Sailor, how you doing, Sailor? Malibu, I see Malibu in there. Rebecca and little dude, Jack. Excellent, Jack. You have fun with that, my friend. Have a good day. Hey, Erica. Yeah, guys, it's really hard for me at dawn to make out the words right now. Let me get back to the car. It's interesting. It's a bright, sunny day, and the sun is warm. When I'm standing out here in the wind, it is not as warm. So, like, in the car, I had my hat off and stuff. But out here, definitely glad to have it on. All right. I said I'm glad that you guys are there. I hope you're all having a good day. I know a lot of folks are doing their weekend thing right now. So I just hope that everybody's having fun out there. All right, now I got you. Max Switch, how you doing? Addie, how you doing? Damien, hey bro, I meant to text you back the other day, man. I've been having problems just with like cell signal and stuff. Appreciate you being out there. John saying hey to Rebecca. Got Nerd Jack in here. Kansas City. Hey Kansas, how you doing, Steve? Hi Matt, I bet it's nice and chilly there. It is. Like I said, out of the wind, it's not that bad. Like in here, it actually feels kind of warm. But out standing there, and the wind isn't bad. It's just a little bit like breezy, and still it is chilly out there. Ellie, how you doing, Ellie? Yep, fixing to be here in Florida starting later. Okay, cool, Ellie. Nana's in the house. How you doing, Patriot? Robert. Hey, Robert, good to see you, bro. Johnny Black says, greetings from the lunar surface. Hey, right on, all right. Prosper and long life to you, my friend. Bring me something back, would you? I appreciate that. I always loved the moon. Since I was a kid, I looked at it and I was like, you know, if I was an astronaut, there really wouldn't be reason to go there. I still would, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that'd be so cool. I was watching Hunt for Red October a minute ago here at Aaron's place, and that's such a good movie. But the part where like they're on the aircraft carrier and they're like the jets are taking off and landing and stuff. And I'm like, oh man, one of these days though, see, I haven't missed that. I mean, I can't fly for the Air Force, right? But I could still fly one of these days. And I'm going to. It is one of the few things that have been on my bucket list since I was a little kid. And I'm going to have to fulfill. As I tell y'all guys a lot of times, I have knocked off most all of the things on my bucket list from when I was a kid. And actually over the past few years have had to start writing new ones, right? Of course, they're the ones like go overseas, right? See the rest of the world, fly, that kind of stuff. But still, That's one thing I find very fulfilling about my life is like when I got into recovery, and I'm not just talking about abstinence based, I'm talking about like living a better life, you know, being the better me, basically finding myself in better circumstances because I thought ahead, right? Or we can at least say different circumstances. What was my point to all that? Yeah, just I feel that it helped me fulfill a lot of those things and realize that I don't have all the time in the world. And so I started knocking stuff off that bucket list. And it feels really good. I like it, you know? Kim J1V4N, thank you. You are so sweet. That is an awesome emoji. I just love the emotion in that. That is so sweet. So Kim dropped in $20, guys. Bought an emoji here. It's really cute. It's this little guy, right? And the big lemon-headed dude, and they're jumping up and giving each other a hug. And it's freaking adorable, to tell you the truth. Thank you so much, Kim, for your support and your encouragement and for the hug. I could use it today. Pete, oh, sir. I'm sorry, Pete. I'm sure I'm butchering that name. It's good to see you here, Pete. Pete says, hi, Matt. Love you. Right back at you, Pete. Thanks for being there, brother. Kim from Michigan. Hi, all. I am late. That's all right, Kim. You know what? Will Smith said in Independence Day, I like to make an entrance. Whenever I'm late, that's kind of what I think to myself. I'm like, it's only fashionably late, and I like to make an appearance. Or an entrance, yeah. Jason, he says, hey, Matt, I hope all is well, dude. Thank you, Jason. All is well here. I hope that all is well there in your world too, my friend. Dr. Zeus, awesome. You still have your truck, Matt? Yes, my truck is parked down here in Lumis at my buddy Aaron's, where I've been crashing for a while. That's a nice, safe place to keep it. You know, everybody out here in Lumis, we all look out for each other and everything. And so it is a really great place to keep my truck. My truck actually has been a member of Lumis far longer than I have. It was owned by a guy named Pat before me. He passed away and the truck sat for like 15 years before I wound up inheriting it, kind of, right? I mean, I bought it, but still, as far as Lumis goes, it's like, you know, I'm the next dude, right? And so it's kind of neat because a lot of people out here, they love my truck. Oh, it is warm in here. Like I said, it's chilly outside, but definitely warm in here. Reminds me of that dad joke. What are the two foods that can tell the weather? Chili today, hot tamale. I know, it's silly. Addie Saul says, Matt, I hope you are fine. Can you favorite song? One or two, maybe. Addie, that's a hard one. I am a huge music buff. I like all music pretty much. I mean, there's some stuff I find annoying, you know, but not most of it. Favorite songs. There's a lot I listen to, you know, like AC/DC, Back in Black. A lot of mine is power music. So like it's something that I'll turn on to make me feel stronger, or like back up that feeling of like success and stuff. So I would say, you know, like I love Back in Black, AC/DC, about anything AC/DC. Big Guns N' Roses fan. John Cougar Mellencamp. I love that. Yeah, it's hard to pick just one. Hey, let me just pick one for today. Today, my song would be Born on the Bayou, CCR. That's what I'm gonna pick today. Born on the Bayou, CCR. For some reason, it just jumps out at me. Thanks for being here, Addie. I'm going to scroll down now, guys, so I'm current, or as current as I can get. Jason Jason Butchanan. Matt, I live down the road. If you want a new friend to show you some cool stuff around the area. That's awesome, Jason. Good to meet you, neighbor. That is so cool. Yeah, I'm kind of just running around on my own out here right now and everything, but I would love to meet you. And like, if you want to meet up at the quick stop sometime, have a cup of coffee or something, that would be totally cool, neighbor. Appreciate you. And thank you so much. Being a member of Lumis, right? Lumisite or whatever you want to call us, it is nice getting to know the people that have lived here so much longer. And when they share their secrets, their best places, the cool stuff that they have discovered in their many years of living here, it really just makes me feel more like a local, you know, because when I moved into the Lumis area, now Okanagan in general, right? I got lots of friends all over the Okanagan County. When I moved in here to Lumis, though, I was like, I think this is my spot. And are awesome. I just want to be their neighbor and I want to get to know them and I want to be part of it, you know? And I think it's neat because I kind of have become that guy. I'm one of those guys that like, I'm still an outsider, right? In the way that like, I'm always solitary and stuff. I'm the guy that you see walking through it like a heavy load, right? Or when I go to the quick stop, I'm like the cowboy or I could never be a cowboy, but I could be a gunslinger, right? I'm like the gunslinger who walks in, orders something, sits down, the whole community is doing their thing, you know? And I don't know, I just feel like somehow in life in this spot, I've found my place, you know? Michael, Q8U4K. Oh, talking to Angie. Angie, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for everything you do. I know that video last night, you were really having to work hard on keeping the jokers out. We had such a huge influx of them. I just want to thank you. You have done so well. Big shout out to the other mods too. I think Erica was there. She was having a heck of a time too, I'm sure. Because we had a lot of people coming in and the moderators were really having to work for it. And of course, the one and only Britta, who has been here for me for so long. I appreciate y'all ladies so very much. Then shall sign. Hello and namaste. Oh, namaste from India. Hope you are doing well. Namaste, my friend. Thank you very much. And I hope the exact same for you. I hope that you are doing well out there. Well, I might actually visit India one of these days. It's on my list too. I think everywhere is kind of on my list, my friend, you know? Pete O'Brother host. I'm so sorry. I know that is so wrong. Hi from South Africa. Wow. Hi, Africa. How are you doing? Shout out from the good old US of A, my friend. I'm going there one of these days. Your entire continent, to tell you the truth, is on my bucket list. So, okay. Believe it, then do it. Whoa, that's a cool name, Believe. Good, beautiful morning, Matt, and the same to you, Believe. I love your name. Believe it, then do it. That is so good. That's like somehow echoes the feelings of my heart. You know what I mean? Derek 6 dash S8S dropped in $2, bought a comment, guys, to support the channel. Says Dr. Pepper account. I'll drink to that, bro. Appreciate you. Cheers to Dr. Pepper and freedom, guys. I think about a lot of stuff nowadays about like, because there are so many of us, right? There's like 7 billion of us or so and growing. Yes, due to population count, etc. and projections, the population will actually over the next decade. However, I don't want to get into that science. There's just a lot of us out here and there's so many groups of us. And I hope that everybody in some way in those groups find the things that they want and the things that they need. I know that when we group up in life and we make our own little like basic society spots, right? That we can do those things with certain dreams and ideas. And then when we get there into what we would refer to maybe as our perfect existence, right? Lots of times that can be lacking at the same time. And I think about that because I hear young people and stuff sometimes who have built that kind of world for themselves in the little pocket where they live. And what I think about, because sometimes I'll do that, I will make possible the best world that I can for myself and still find that it needs work. You know what I mean? So like anybody out there who is working towards a hope and a dream, I always just explain that, like, just keep moving forward on what we're doing, tweak the stuff as we go and find the existence that we like. That's like me out here. You know, I have made my existence what it is and I enjoy it. However, at the same time, I realize that self journey is never really going to be complete, that there's always something to do, right? And I think that that's important. It's a very cryptic kind of thing to talk about, and I've had a few comments on certain subjects that I don't know how to broach. You know how that is? And so I just kind of try and talk from the heart about what I'm doing and hope it reaches whoever it is that like needs my feedback on something. You know, I know y'all guys give me way more feedback than I guys use from me, which is really cool. Like I was explaining the other night, I'm just so proud that y'all guys have welcomed me into this, you know, because y'all guys have built this out here, and it's obvious through the comments. Britta, there she is. Hey, Britta. Matt, it's Patriot's birthday. Happy birthday, Patriot. Okay, that is cool. We have not done a birthday on this channel in a while, so we're going to do birthday, guys. Hang on, I'm going to let these guys pull through. Just me singing happy birthday into the dash of my car as far as anybody passing notices, which is kind of cool. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Patriot. Happy birthday to you, and many more. Yay. I hope it's a good one. I hope it is not too cold. I hope that you've got cake and ice cream and friends and love, and that it's a celebration of the entire year, good and bad, lessons from the negative and success stories from the positive. I hope there's been more success than negative, and I hope that your future outlook on this next year and everything that comes to you is beautiful and good. Thank you for being here, Patriot, not just for me, but for the rest of the community. Happy birthday, my friend. Right on. Is that something special that we do here? The birthdays have always made me feel really good. Okay. Oh, is Angie's coming up? I need to get a little book where I can write y'all guys down, and then I'll just be banging out the birthday songs without even needing to be said. Hey, Sun Tzu. Hey, Viking Woman. Patriot Nana throwing out a bunch of hearts for everybody, guys. Addie, I don't know Patriot, but happy birthday. That's so cool. Well, now y'all guys are coming in fast. Hang on, let me scroll back up. Cassandra Ozzy, AC/DC played in my school auditorium about 35 years ago. We were so surprised. Rock, Thunderstruck is a great motivation. Love Thunderstruck. Yes. What I love about AC/DC in general is that there is not one song from AC/DC that I could play that would make me feel sad. So you know how like sometimes you might be in a sad mood. And this does not go for the blues because we all know how the blues is. But all other music, in my opinion, right? If I'm in a sad mood, I used to play a sad song, and I would just sit in it, kind of, right? Nowadays, if I'm in a bad mood or a sad mood, I play something that's gonna make me feel the other way, right? After I feel that I've sat in it long enough to feel those emotions. The AC/DC, though, is impossible to do that with. You can play any random AC/DC song. I don't care if it's one of their best or one of their right? And no, they haven't put out many but there's a couple, you know. And all of them are upbeat, motivational songs, jam that will like get anybody up, back on the treadmill, back out there going, you know. And I love their story too, just about like how their name was taken from a sewing machine, and the one guy, Angus, his sister sewed his very first hat, and she made a lot of like his costumes and stuff for him. I was actually just the other night watching Pawn Stars here with Aaron, and the guy came in and he was trying to pawn one of Angus's hats, and it looked right. Even the guy that came in and he was like looking at it and stuff, you know, he was like, it totally looks handmade. It looks right time period, you know, and stuff. And yeah, no, AC/DC rocks, man. For those about to rock. I love Pawn Stars. Yeah, me too. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? Deanna, great rock and roll band. Yes, right on. Rose 5412 says, hi, wanted to know if you ever played my song Never Let Me Down Again by Deepak Mode. Great song. I can't remember, Rose. I think we did. We play so much music on the music show that it is really hard to remember. I think we have. I seem to remember it. John Barton, you rock. Tube. Content is awesome, Britta. You rock. Right on. Doesn't Britta rock? Okay, Michael's out is telling somebody they should just get out of here. Are you fist fighting with a hater out there, bro? That's all right, man. Just don't worry about it. It's gonna be all right. The mods will take care of that crap. Thanks for the support. Like I like to say, y'all guys are so good at being there, right? And being there to help support the moderators, me, everybody in the chat. Marcia, hola Marcia. Marcia says, hola Matt, ¿cómo estás, amigo? Yo soy muy bien, mi amiga. Es un poco frío hoy. Es no malo. Muchas gracias por tu estar aquí. Fruity Pebbles, what's up, Pebbles? Says hi from Georgia. Shout out Georgia from Washington, my friend. Georgia's somewhere I'm going to one of these days. Conscious Kathy, what's up, Conscious? Our 3-year plays, hang on. Our 3-year plays his guitar to Who Made Who. He loves them. Oh, your 3-year-old plays his guitar to Who Made Who. Right on. That is another good one. I love that. I love that line too. And your kid's got some good taste in music. Sounds like he might be a rock and roll star himself when he grows up. Or she, you didn't say. I like that part. The videotape said play me. I don't know why those lyrics have always stood out to me when I was a kid, because I can just see, I grew up with the VHS tapes in a box, right? As y'all guys know, it's how I knew the world for most of my life. And I always envision like a VCR tape that says play me, and then when you plug it in, like, I don't know, it's the Secrets to the Universe or something. It's, I don't know, it's weird. All right, guys, we've been on for about 23 minutes now, and I've got some stuff to do. Oh, I'm pushing buttons. There we go. I'm headed back up the road again. I've got another spot that I'm going to today. I'm hoping that it's a little bit sunnier, so it's not quite as cold. It's a little bit further up on the mountain than up on Totes. But I want to go up and do some more shooting. Get set over here. Over these past few years, I've really had to scrimp on revenue, right? It's like I had to make a lot of different decisions to make sure that I can make it from paycheck to paycheck and all. So I haven't had much ammunition. Now that I've got a lot of ammunition, actually, I'm just really enjoying going out and shooting, kind of like fine-tuning my aim. As y'all guys know, and you've seen on my channel, right? I'm not even bragging. I'm pretty good with a long gun. Pistol, I need a little bit more improvement with. So today I'm heading out, and yeah, just over the past couple hundred rounds I've shot through, it's gotten a lot better. I want to fine tune my aim though. I want to get to be that like James Bond, you know, just pop, 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 right? Where I can go out, go like duck hunting or something, get me 3 or 4 ducks in a shot. Wouldn't that be cool? One thing, so, and this is neat, but I just want to brag about this for a minute. So both of Jamie's girls and I, over the past year or so, we've practiced a lot of the stuff that like hand-eye coordination, catch, stuff like that. And it was really neat because Jamie's oldest and I, and the youngest, but the oldest and I, we would practice every night with these soft balls that we would throw through the through the hallway at each other and catch and everything. And it was so neat. One day she came back from school, her and all of her friends were playing some game at her school where they were throwing stuff back and forth. And one of them threw one at her and she reaches out and goes, boom, and just grabs it and everybody's like, right. And so I love that. And that's a story that I just had to tell because I'm so proud of that moment. You know, we're like, the practice pays off, you know, and you get to look super cool. And so I can just imagine she probably looked dang cool, you know. I love being able to add something to the future generation. You know what I mean? I think that there's a real generation gap between a lot of us nowadays and probably more than throughout history. You know, there's always that little bit of a generation gap. So like anytime that we can interact with each other and pass something on or learn something from them, right? Because like, I'll tell you, a lot of my tech information, the best help I've gotten besides my buddy at Walmart would be from like 12-year-olds. You know, I'm like, what the heck is this, right? And they're, oh, just push this and that, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. So I think it feeds both ways. Cool. Everybody talking to each other. Joseph Dane, how you doing, bro? It's good to see you in here. Conscious, saying hey to Ange. Diane, to Erica. Lota. Y'all guys are so cool. I just got home. I'm very tired. And I'm very tired. It was a tearing day. Have a good rest of the day. Bye, everyone. Absolutely, Britta. I hope that everything is going well. I'm sorry it's been such a long day. Buck Buick Leaf Films. I'm praying for you, Matt. Thank you, my friend. Definitely helps. I appreciate you. Viking says, Matt, I think it must feel like freedom to live the way you do. You are made for this. I think you are a old soul, Matt. Thank you, Viking. It does feel like freedom, to tell you the truth. I tell people I've made a lot of trade-offs in my life to be able to have it the way that I do. At the same time, as like I always tell y'all guys, I grew up with a box of VHS tapes. My understanding of the world was through those tapes, basically, right? And as I grew, matured, and entered like the real world and stuff, somehow I built myself into one of the characters from that box. Not one that was in there, but I put my character somehow in that box. And yeah, I think that I've grown up to be somebody that if this was a movie and I was watching it as a kid, I would be happy that that was my action hero, you know, because my life does. It has a lot of freedoms to it. It's still, I think, like being free ain't easy. It's like, you know, we're all supposed to be guaranteed freedom just through being born, right? At the same time, I think that freedom is something that has to be reasserted every day through our decisions. I think it's easy to hand that freedom over through our decisions, you know, and I find that I had done that a lot in my life. That's the reason that nowadays I'm assertive, direct, I try to be kind, and yet at the same time, stand for my own boundaries, you know? Hi from Ireland says, Astrex. Hey, Astrex. You guys are coming in fast. Dang, we got a couple. Yes. Just pay them no attention, my friend. Dawn, have a good evening, Erwin. You too, Dawn. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here now. I will try and do another video later. Still having problems with my computer. I tried doing the stupid phone syncing thing. I'm just gonna have to hook it up to the Wi-Fi and go straight through Microsoft, I think, to get the dang thing to run. Because after 2 hours of having the phone sync, nothing happened. There was no spiraling bar. There was no information, nothing. It kept trying to do this like magic wand transfer thing or something. So I gotta nail that down. Right now, though, I'm not gonna worry about anything. I'm heading out. I'm gonna go do some target practicing, hang out out with my buddy tonight, come back and do a video with y'all. I am thinking, if you'd be interested, I'm thinking about telling like a story or something, like from when I was a kid. I think that might be something neat that we could do here together instead of just chit-chatting. Okay, guys, never give up, never surrender. Piece of cake.